My dear child, listen closely. Don't wait for later. The time is now. I speak with urgency because your life matters. I reach you in the silence, in the weight you feel in your chest that no one has been able to explain. I am present in the restlessness that steals your sleep, in the pain you've carried so long it almost feels like part of you. But it is not normal. It is a warning. Your body is asking for help. Your health needs care. And I, the Lord your God, am calling your attention with this message. The enemy is not only after your body, but also your spirit, your purpose, and your future. I see what human eyes cannot. I have watched how small neglects have drained your strength, sleepless nights, unspoken pain, smiles worn while your soul was hurting inside. These things that seem minor have taken root, and now they bloom into symptoms that confuse you. Fatigue with no source, pain with no explanation, emptiness that medicine cannot touch. But I see it clearly. I see the spiritual thread tied to the physical wound. What's happening in your body is not separate from what's happening in your soul. The enemy knows if he cannot kill your spirit outright, he will wear down your temple until you feel too weak to believe, too tired to hope, too numb to pray. That's why I am here, not as a distant God shouting from afar, but as the great physician whispering close, "Come to me." I can heal what no one else sees. You may hear many voices today. Symptoms may shout. Diagnosis may linger. Screens may flash new fears each hour. But my voice is higher. My warning is mercy, not fear. I do not speak to terrify you. I speak to protect you from what others overlook, from what you've normalized, from what you've told yourself is just stress or aging. It is more than that. It is a spiritual breach, and where the spirit is worn, the body soon follows. But do not be afraid. I do not reveal danger to leave you there. I reveal it because I have already started building a way out. There are forces forming around you that intend to steal your peace. Some are external people who drain you, environments that suffocate your light. Others are internal thoughts that repeat too long, stress that eats through the body like acid, shame that nests in your bones. But even before these forces gathered, I was already moving. I was placing strength in reserve. I was calling angels to stand over you in the night. I was preparing this very moment so you would know your decline will not be your destiny. This is not how your story ends. Do not mistake weariness for weakness. You are not broken. You are in battle, and battles leave bruises, but bruises are not permanent. I can restore what's been drained, mend what's been strained, and breathe into what has gone numb. When I say you are under attack, I also say you're under protection. I see what you don't. The lab results haven't come yet, but I have already seen the report. The fatigue has just started to show, but I already know its root. That persistent issue, the chronic concern, I'm not watching it grow. I'm breaking its power. Even now, sometimes the sickness isn't in the bloodstream. It's in the belief. You've told yourself, I guess what's afflicting you, this is just how I'll always feel. But I'm here to interrupt that lie. I didn't create you for survival mode. I crafted you for fullness. Not just to breathe, but to flourish. And yes, I know you've tried. You've rested. You've prayed. You've taken care of yourself. But the attack persists. Why? Because what's afflicting you doesn't just come through food or sleep. It comes through fear, unspoken pain, spiritual exhaustion. These things do not show up on a chart, but they are no less real. I am the Lord who restores. I do not just treat the symptom. I go to the root. The heaviness in your chest, I see it. The fog in your mind, I know it. The ache in your back that no one else notices. I'm healing it even now. But my healing does not always begin with the body. Sometimes it begins with your awareness, with your recognizing that what you feel is not just physical. It's spiritual. It's emotional. And most of all, it's not your fault. You are not weak because you're struggling. You are strong because you've endured. Come closer, my child. Let my words settle into your spirit like oil on dry skin. Let them coat the places you've tried to ignore. Let my truth press out the poison of fear. You are not too far gone. You are not out of reach. You have not wasted too much time. You are not being punished. This is not a curse. This is a wake-up call. And I am the one sounding it, not to shame you, but to shield you. Before your body gave out, your soul cried out, and I heard it. That quiet prayer whispered between appointments. that sigh when no one was looking. I heard it all, and I've been preparing an answer. You are more than a patient. You're precious to me. Like a shepherd counts his sheep by touch, I have counted every cell in your body. Like a father watches over a sleeping child, I've watched over your rest and your restlessness. Every moment you wondered if you were falling apart, I was there holding the pieces. Every time you felt like no one understood what you were going through, I understood completely, and I was working even in the dark. Especially in the dark. Now is not the time to panic. It is the time to listen. That inner hesitation you feel, the pause before saying yes, the tension in your chest before walking into certain places, the sudden emotion that comes with no clear trigger. That's me. That's my spirit trying to speak to yours. Don't ignore it. I'm not trying to frighten you. I'm trying to lead you away from what's harming you and into what will heal you. I'm trying to protect you from choices that seem small, but carry great weight. A conversation you need to end. The rest you've been postponing. A burden you need to lay down. Listen to these nudges. They are not random. They are rescue signals. You're not just another soul among billions. You are my own. And I care not just for your spirit, but for your body. I created it. I know every nerve, I am your medicine heartbeat, every breath. I know how torn you what the world has worn down. I know how to bring light back to tired eyes. I know how to lift the weight sitting on your chest. My healing is not far. It's already near. The very fact that you're hearing these words now is proof. I drew you here. I placed this message in your path like a lantern in the night because I knew you would need it. Because I love you that much. Stay with me. Stay in this awareness. Let my voice drown out the doubt. Let my words become your medicine. The battle for your health is not only about pills or plans. It's about peace. I am your peace. I am your breath. I'm your strength returning. When others say it's over, I say not yet. When your strength says I can't, I say but I can. When your heart whispers I'm tired, I whisper back. Then rest in me. I will carry you. I will cover you. I will restore you. You will not stay in this valley forever. You are walking through. You're not alone. I am with you. Even here, even now always, my dear child, I seethe questions forming in your mind. Even now, but why am I still hurting? Why does this linger? Why hasn't healing come yet? I hear them before you speak them. I feel the silent frustration that weighs your chest like a stone. I have not ignored your prayers, and I have not delayed without purpose. You must understand what afflicts your body is not always meant to be erased in an instant. Sometimes it is meant to reveal a deeper wound. Sometimes it becomes the doorway through which I reach your soul in ways I never could before. Not to punish, but to draw you closer. Not to break you, but to rebuild you stronger than before. What you are walking through now is not weakness. It is a holy warning, a sign that something has taken root that does not belong in you. Something spiritual wrapped itself around the physical, and it began quietly, almost gently. The exhaustion that you brushed off. The heaviness in your spirit that never quite left. The bitterness you told yourself you'd moved on from. But I saw it all, and now we speak plainly. Your health is under attack, not just by what touches your body, but by what's been gnawing at your soul. That's why I've stepped in. That's why I'm interrupting everything now. There are forces that want to convince you this is just how life is. Everyone is tired. Everyone's hurting. You'll get used to it. But I did not create you for a life of quiet suffering. I did not shape your bones and breathe. I breathe into you just so you could drag yourself through each day, wondering why you feel hollow inside. I created you for wholeness, and if you feel anything less than that, it is not from me. You have accepted survival as your norm, but is peak restoration. You have embraced. I speak restoration weariness like a companion, but I offer peace. You have normalized broken rhythms and shallow breathing, but I am the one who restores the breath of life. Do you remember how I formed your body in the secret place? How I knitted together every part of you with divine precision? Do you think I would let illness or affliction write the final chapter of your story? No, beloved. What has touched you will not define you. What has wounded you will not consume you. The same hands that shaped your first heartbeat now hover over you again. not to watch passively, but to intervene. But my intervention always begins with truth. And the truth is this: something you've allowed in or someone you've kept close is draining you more than you know. I see the patterns. I see the late nights fueled by anxiety, the meals eaten too quickly or skipped entirely, the spiritual hunger you fed with distractions, and the moments when your body screamed for stillness, but you pushed through again and again. I saw you take on more than the asked of you. I saw you carry burdens that were never yours to bear, and now the weight is pressing against your health like a wall. But I am that still, soft voice behind the wall, calling you out from under the rubble. Let go of what has become your armor but is. Let go of your armor, actually your cage. Let go of the belief that healing only comes in hospitals or through logic. I'm not bound by human understanding. My ways transcend scans and symptoms. Yes, I use medicine. Yes, I use doctors. But sometimes I move in the silence between appointments. In the moments where the world offers no answers, I whisper one: be still and know I am God. That stillness is not inactivity, it is surrender. It is the place where my power flows freely because your resistance has ceased. You're not in this by accident. Your suffering is not meaningless. You are walking through the fire, but you are not being consumed. You are being refined. That is why you've been feeling everything so deeply. The emotions that rise out of nowhere, the tension in your back, the quickening of your heart when no one is around. That is your spirit trying to speak. That is my spirit stirring within you. It is time to listen. It is time to rest in my presence, like a wounded child in the arms of a loving parent. You don't have to have the answers. You only need to turn to the one who does. When you feel your strength falter, don't interpret that as failure. It is invitation. When your body slows you down, don't see it as punishment. See it as protection. I sometimes allow the body to cry out so the spirit can finally be heard. You have ignored you matter to yourself long enough. You've helped everyone else. You've stayed strong for them. But now I need you to hear me. You matter too. Your healing is not selfish. Your rest is not rebellion. It is obedience. It is trust. It is saying, God, I believe you care about me. Not just my purpose, not just my usefulness, but me. The enemy would love for you to believe this is just exhaustion, justage, just bad luck. But I reveal what others overlook. I speak in the place of silence. This battle is not just in your muscles or mind. It's in your atmosphere. That's why I have been nudging you to clean out your surroundings, to distance yourself from certain people, to be mindful of what you consume. Not just food, but words, music, voices, energy. Everything you take in either strengthens your spirit or weakens it. And right now, in this hour, I am calling you to become intentional about everything. This is not a message of fear. This is a message of freedom. I have not come to scare you, but to alert you. There is still time to change direction. There is still time to choose healing. There is still time to take back what was stolen. You do not need to climb your way back to wholeness alone. I will carry you. I will show you what to lay down and what to pick up. I will show you where the inflammation began in the body and the heart. I will heal the infection of hopelessness that settled in when you didn't even realize you were sick with it. I am not limited by prognosis. I am not startled by symptoms. I am the God who speaks to bones and tells them to live. I am the God who calls light out of darkness. Even when the darkness has lasted years, you are not too late. You're not too broken. You are not too tired to be restored. My mercy is new this very moment. My compassion does not run dry. My attention is fully on you, not because you performed for it, but because you are mine. So take one deep breath, child. That inhale is a gift. Breathe, that exhale is a release. I'm in both. And just as I breathed life into Adam's lungs, I'm breathing renewal into yours. Let that breath remind you, you are still here. You are still chosen. You are still covered. And I am not finished. Not with your story, not with your healing, not with your future. Everything I have promised you still stands. What the enemy tried to attack, I will transform. What was sent to destroy, I will use to deliver you into a better place, a stronger place, a healed place. Keep walking. Keep trusting. I am already one step ahead of the battle you don't even know is coming, and I have already declared it will not overcome you. My dear child, even now as you sit with these words, I feel the tremble beneath your strength, that fragile place where you try to smile, try to function, try to believe, but inside your soul feels worn thin. You see how long you've been carrying the invisible weight, smiling in the daylight, weeping in silence, telling others, "I'm fine," while your heart whispers otherwise. This isn't weakness. This is where, and I've come not to condemn your pain, but to call it out. Because what you're carrying was never yours alone. You've been faithful in ways others don't see. You've prayed when no one was listening. You've kept going when your legs were shaking. You've shown up for others, while secretly wondering if anyone would show up for you. But I have been there in every room, in every sigh, in every quiet prayer that ended with "if you're really there." And now I speak to you with fire and tenderness. Your health is not only physical, it is spiritual, it is emotional, and I've come to restore it in full. Yes, my child, the enemy is subtle. He doesn't always storm in. Sometimes he leaks through the cracks of your routine, through the people who smile with hidden agendas, through the comparison you feed unknowingly, through the perfectionism disguised as discipline, through the busyness that drowns out rest, and slowly you begin to lose yourself. First your breath, then your joy, then your strength. But I have drawn the line. I'm stepping in not with noise, but with holy stillness. Not with flashes, but with the quiet power of my voice. Enough. You don't have to carry the pressure to be strong anymore. You don't have to keep pretending. Know the tears you wipe before anyone sees. I know the knot in your stomach, the ache in your back, the anxious pulse that wakes you in the middle of the night. These are not just physical signs. These are soul signals, alarms I've built into your being so you would stop before it's too late. And now this message, this moment is me speaking through the noise. I want to heal you from the inside out. Let me show you how. Let me lead you where medicine cannot go. Let me mend the places too deep for bandages. I am the God who created the blueprint of your DNA. I know every function, every rhythm, every pattern of your heart. And I see where the rhythm has gone offbeat. I see where exhaustion has taken up permanent residence. I see the unseen inflammation in your mind where fear has rooted itself. I see the spiritual bruises you've stopped tending. But child, I did not design you to live with chronic despair. I did not author fatigue as your normal. I created you for life, full, holy, abundant life. There is something I need you to hear deeply now. Your health is not just a condition, it is a calling. It is my signal to you that something deeper is calling for your attention. This is not just about taking medicine or taking time off. This is about taking authority. Reclaim the places the enemy tried to invade. Stand in the middle of your own story and declare this temple belongs to the Lord. Speak over your own body, your own breath, your own nerves, and say, "I will live and not die. I will thrive, and not you are not alone with her. I will recover." I know it's hard. Healing can feel like a lonely journey. Others may not understand, but you are not alone. I'm right here, closer than your breath, louder than your fear, stronger than your pain. And I'm not only healing your physical wounds, I'm healing the identity beneath them. The part of you that started believing this pain defined you. It does not, I do. And what I call you is not broken or forgotten. I call you mine. I call you restored. I call you beloved beyond comprehension. There's a reason you're reading this message right now. It's not random. It's not a coincidence. I led you here. I orchestrated this moment because I knew you needed this word. I knew you were running out of strength, and I won't let you go on another day without knowing this. I am with you in this battle. I am protecting your name in rooms you've never entered. I am healing your body even while you sleep. I'm redeeming the years your health was stolen. This is not the end. This is me turning the page. So pause, breathe, feel my words settle deep into you are not forgotten, the marrow of your bones. Let them be the warmth that melts the cold places. Let them be the oil that softens what's grown stiff. Let them be the balm on your tired heart. You're not too far gone. You're not too damaged. You're not forgotten. I see you. I choose you. And I will never abandon you. Not in the valley, not in the hospital, not in the silence, I am the same God in your sickness that I am in your strength. Let me peace flood your soul like morning light. Let it fill every gap that stress has hollowed out. Let my truth override every false diagnosis the world has spoken over you. Not just from doctors, but from people who said you wouldn't recover. They didn't see what I see. They don't know what I'm building. But you, child, will rise. You will testify. You will breathe deeply again. You will sleep soundly again. You will walk without fear. And when you do, it will not just be healing. It will be revival. And now, if these words stirred something inside you, if your heart felt like it recognized me in every line, know this. It's not emotion. It's me. I'm here. I'm real. I'm speaking and I'm healing what they said could never be healed. This is not just for you. This is your Jesus blessed message. Share it in the Spirit. Speak it over your family. Declare it into your future. Comment, Amen. And let heaven know you received it, because healing has already begun. And I will finish what I started.